the day or evening of the old Seezy Weezy, we call it Seizure City. Were you drinking that day, or were you
No.
you were taking
So
some time off?
so I think I got back home on a Friday or it's a Monday. I can't remember. But when I got back, I decided to start doing a taper. So I, had a couple beers. Yeah, it was a Friday. Had a couple beers. Went over to my pop's place. Had a few beers there. And Sunday, I was at my pop's place. I had two Budweisers, and that was it. I was gonna go. That was the end of the taper from Friday. Now, I had spent an entire week at Vinny's drinking heavily vodka every day.
Sure.
So those two big 16-ounce Budweisers were the last thing I had. I drove home to the trailer. I went to sleep, and in the middle of the night, that's when I woke up with half of the tongue being bitten off.
So you
And
woke
then
up in a pool of blood by yourself in a trailer.
yes. Well, I woke up with a mouthful of blood this time. I learned my lesson the first time when it happened in Connecticut. I got blood all over the apartment. Had to throw away the king size that we won gambling. And it only lasted a couple of months, but it was so covered in blood, it just wasn't even worth saving. But this time, if you swallow a bunch of blood, you end up throwing it up for some reason. So just
Sure.
constantly puking up blood. And then this was the weirdest part was a day or two went by, everything was fine, I was feeling better, and the DTs started to set in, and I've never had them like this. I had a party over here. Vinny Cash was here, Cabana King was here, my dad was here, Hawk Tour Girl was here. I'm talking full on conversation.
This is when you were awake, or you were dreaming,
I
or
was
what was?
awake. I was
This
awake
was
the entire
post
time.
seizure. Did you go to the hospital for the seizure?
I did not go to the hospital this time. No.
Classic.
uh, I decided I would, after the DT set in, because I called my dad at one point after partying for 3 days with all these people, and they even have texts because I was texting them asking because they would disappear every now and then, and I'd be like, "Where are they at?" Because we went to the pool, together. We went to the clubhouse to play pool. I was playing pool with them. We were watching movies up at the clubhouse. We went on a jog, all this stuff, and come to find out, no one was ever here. So I probably look like a crazy person hanging out with all these imaginary characters around the trailer.
Were you moving? Now, were you actually? So this was all a. God, I'm blanking. I'm an English major. What'd you say? It's hallucinations. These are all hallucinations. Hop
Yeah,
to a Girl was
all
not in your
hallucinations.
trailer.
Right. No one was ever here. It was just me. So
But were
I
you just lying down this whole time, or were you actually walking around talking to
no,
people who were?
I know I went to the pool because I had the wet clothes. I know I went to play pool. Uh, I mean, there was food made. I cooked enough food for a crowd. Uh,
You actually cooked enough food, like in real life.
Yeah, I was grilling. I mean, everyone was here. I'm serious. I was sitting right here at the table with my dad. So this is how I found out. I had no idea I was hallucinating. I thought this was all real. I thought Vinny Cash had flown in to hang out.
Let me just stop you
Party.
for a second. This is what's happened in 13 minutes is already more entertaining and of more entertainment worth than anything that's happened in any of these Dabbleverse shows in the last, I don't know, year, 3 months for sure. Anyway, continue. So you're at the table with your imaginary dad and Vinny Cash and Hawk to a Girl.
Our tour girl was never at the table. She was laying in the
No.
bed the whole time.
No, we don't let her at the table, fucking slut.
Yeah, she was laying in the bed the whole time because she didn't have a swimsuit. This went on for 3 days. And on the third day, I texted my dad because I had to go get gas in my truck. So I went to the gas station. My card wouldn't work. I texted him. I said, "Hey, I'll be right back to pick up the CZ, which is one of his dirt bikes, because he had his dirt bike over here, quote unquote." And he goes, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I was like, "I'll be right back. I'll be there in a minute." And he called me. He goes, "Is everything okay?" I said, "Yeah, I just told you I'll be right back." He goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "You're at the trailer. I'll be right back." He goes, "Kevin, I haven't been at the trailer." I'm like, "You weren't at the trailer the past 2 days." He goes, "No." And I was like, "Whoa."